right, what's up, everybody? This is Tom Taylor with South China Morning Post, SCMP Martial Arts, joined by the former one bantamweight champion Bibiano Fernandes, sporting a beautiful belt down in Brazil. Bibi, tell me exactly what is your involvement with this promotion, Mr. Cage?
Mr. Case, the name for Mr. Case is like BF is my name. Mr. Cage is like Mr. The Cage, like Bibiano, like Mr. Cage. I'm like is the promotion my friend have here in Brazil, but now I put it together. BF Mr. Cage. That means is we this guy make a lot of champions. Jacaré compete for Mr. Cage before. José Aldo, like many people in Brazil compete. And the opportunity coming because I want to help another fighters. I want to make one platform for my friends Canadian come compete in Brazil too. Have the international experience. Always compete in Canada, and I want to make that happen between Canada and Brazil. And I know a lot of people can help my friends Canadian because a lot of time these guys in Canada compete. And sometimes it get it difficult. Stay like same compete the same guy, and I want to open this big for everybody.
So, what's your job title with this promotion? Are you promoter,
Ah,
president?
I'm
What's the title?
I'm the owner. I'm the promote. I'm in the investor. You know what I mean? Like is my promotion.
hmm
BF is my promotion. It's my.
Amazing. Well, usually you're on the inside of the cage, and now you're on the outside doing the other job, promoting the fights. What's this been like for you so far?
Do you know what? Same I say. The people work for me, right? I have a lot of people working here for me. Many people. Another is for me is something different. Like the stress is different, you know what I mean? But what happened here, I have a lot of support for the people, the mayor, the government. Like people always try to help me here because they see the idea the way I try to do it and the way I try the idea I bring to the table, the way I say I can help people, you know what I mean? Like and the people like and for me is different. Like is completely different, but I really like.
hmm And you mentioned that you're bringing some of your Canadian friends down to fight, but you're also helping your community, helping Manaus, the fighters there. Why is that important to you?
I believe life is opportunity. You know what I mean? I believe
hmm
life is opportunity. What does that mean, opportunity? Because before, like for me, get who I am, I had to go through a lot of things for get opportunity for me become a champion. And if I can open for somebody, I can make a platform for somebody, and somebody have the opportunity to come into Brazil or to the community here or I believe in life is made by opportunity. If you give opportunity for the people, if the people can get the opportunity, it can change the life for that. I believe in that.
hmm So you're hoping that the next generation of fighters from Manaus will maybe come up through Mr. Cage.
I believe it for sure will. Like because today in Brazil you will have the only jungle fight and BF Mr. Cage. You know, what I mean BF that mean Bibiano Fernandes, Mr. Cage.
hmm
And that's the same I say, that's my promotion. That is my promotion. And I believe it so, you know what I mean? I believe in next fighters will be for sure jungle fight still here, but BF Mr. Cage is pretty big already.
hmm I saw you have Alex Cowboy Oliveira on the card in the main event, I believe, right? UFC veteran, super exciting guy. People love this guy. What else is happening on this card that people should tune in for?
Do you know I have another guy, John Lopez and Rafael Diaz. The common event. That fight is gonna be like amazing. That fight me excited for watch that fight because both is very, very, very good fighters. And the Janino Lopez fight UFC before too, and the Rafael Diaz he fight for Russia. You know what I mean? But that fight is gonna be very good fight. And I have another fight too, box fight, Muay Thai fight, and I have some ladies from Rio de Janeiro, another city
hmm
and that go fight for the belt. Two belt in two three belt. Half cowboy, Rafael Diaz, and one lady go fight for the belt. For this, I think this fighters will be very good for the show.
hmm Is this the first time you've done this? Your first involvement, the first BF Mr. Cage,
That's first one.
and
That's the
first of many?
first man. You know what's so crazy? Another day I was thinking. I checked this belt. I said, man, I lose my one championship belt and I win main BF Mr. Cage belt. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
That's a beautiful belt, man. Let's talk a bit about the one championship situation, if that's okay with you.
Of course,
it's
yeah.
been 3 months now, almost since the fight with John Lineker. I mean, how are you feeling since you lost the title?
Do you know why? I think for me, I was hurt the first day, the second day, and I was not happy. I was sad. You know what I mean? I was very low. Like fuck, man, I lose the belt. And my coach coming for me, he said, Bibiano, do you know what, man? Uh, you can choose to stay there. Look at what he said. You can choose to stay there, or you can keep move forward. And I choose move forward. When I move forward, the door begin to open back for me. You know what I mean? Opportunity coming, say, hey, my friend come for me, people come for me, say, man, you true champion. You know what I mean? Like, don't let one loss stop you. You know what I mean? Don't let one loss stop you. You did many things. You win like many times. You fight with you don't compete for 3 years. You go there. You did great job there. It does motivation me. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And they take me in this rush today. I said, you know what? I wish I can fight John Lineker like 2 years ago, but that's not happy. I tried to do it one championship and back four. Finally, I was getting point and I was there. But it was good fight. You know what I mean? I give everything I have that day. And I drop here. The first time somebody dropped John Lineker, I did that. You know what I mean? But he catch me. You know what I mean? I was back and forth and he hit me here. But how I feel, you know what, man? Is the past. I have to
Hmm.
move forward.
Yeah, of course. I mean, and you said it was as you mentioned, you did hurt him. You dropped him. You scored a great punch on him. How close do you think you were to finishing him there?
Do you know what because what happened the first round he rocked me too, right? In the first round he gave me left hook. He gave me nice left hook in the first round. That left hook it make me like I don't know who I am. And my focus always know that, you know what I mean? But if I can block myself a little bit in the head here, I believe I could finish the fight, but I don't did it. You know what I mean? But I hit him very well too. And when he fell, I try to go for his back, and he flipped me. I passed the time, like I go for his back, and I come for the bottom, and he stayed the top, and he rest a little bit, and he punched me down there, and that's what happened with me there. You know what I mean? Because he recovered his fast for myself.
Hmm. The question that journalists like me always ask fighters like you after losses is what would you have done differently? Is there anything that you would have changed about your performance in that fight?
Do you know why? Of course. And when you look back, you can change many things. You know what I mean? Like I train because I believe in his right hand. There is the power of a right hand. I believe in his right hand is the power. For the right hand coming, I was there very well, but I don't see the left coming behind. You know what I mean? Like the left coming over here, and I was focused for the right hand. In the right hand coming, I attack too. You know what I mean? I understand that. By the when the left hook coming, I don't see that coming. I think I need to. I think for me, I think I need more time. Like I will shoot 3 years not compete. That was very difficult for me.
Hmm. And you mentioned this a little bit a few minutes ago, but was it difficult for you at all to suddenly not have the one championship belt anymore? You'd had it for so long, and suddenly no.
Do you know what? The truth is that's not my belt. That's one championship belt. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? I understand that very easily. You know what I mean? That's not my belt. That one championship belt. You know what I mean? The only thing I bring in the table is my courage and defend the belt for one championship. Defend my skill. And when I lose the belt, you know what? That was not my belt. It's one championship belt, and we have to give it back. And he have to give it back for another athlete. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I was happy for hold the belt for many years. I was very thankful for one championship, but I wake up and I said, you know what? This is one championship belt.
Hmm. Well, you were the champion for so long. I think people expected you to call for an immediate rematch. Because I think you deserved that opportunity, but you were quite quiet. Do you want an immediate rematch with John Lineker? Where's your head at?
Right now, as my head is, I wait for one championship. Do you know what? I'm not. In Brazil, it's very hot, man. Like Brazil is so hot. I'm outside here; it's very warm.
I'm still up in
Eh,
Canada. It's still cold up here, man. So
oh
I'm
my God!
jealous.
It's like now it's 9 in the morning. I'm outside here. It's so like the heat is very humid.
Mm.
Okay, but I want to rematch right away. I wait for one championship. You know what I mean? I wait for what this guy come back for me. They don't come back for me. I'm doing my thing. You know what I mean? I focus new goal, new direction for my life. You know what I mean? And I don't try to say, oh, I want this, I want that. Yeah, I deserve it, the fight for the belt, but I wait for it come back for me. I don't want to say, hey, I want the belt right away. And I'm waiting for one championship. See what's next,
Hmm.
what he wants for me.
But to be clear, you do intend to fight again. We will see you in the cage again.
Of
Okay.
course, of course, you guys go see me again. You know what I mean? 100%. But again, I have to wait for one championship. You know what I mean? Because what I learned about one championship, they always, if I want something, is if I want something, baby, and hey, I want this, is maybe they have different idea, they have different goal, they want something completely different for this. For they want for one championship, I never know what the guy want. You know what I mean? Maybe he wanted John Lineker fight another guy, and I don't know. For this, I have to wait to see what the guy want for me. One championship.
Hmm. You mentioned that they may have other plans. It seems like they may do a fight between John Lineker and Fabricio Andrade, another Brazilian. Do you pay attention to Fabricio? Have you been watching him?
Yeah. A long time ago, I talked with Fabrice. You know, what I mean, like he's good kids, young kids, a lot of talent, and I mean, between he and John Lineker fight, I don't know why. I believe the weight class, the one championship bantamweight class, I think this gonna be very difficult. It's very hard. It's very hard to weight class. You have me, you have John Lineker, you have Fabricio, the Brazilian I talk about. You know what I mean? You have another Filipino guy there, and
Mhm.
Kevin, you know what I mean? Like this weight class I built that is for me what I see that weight class is very, very difficult weight class.
Hmm. It's an amazing weight class. I would say it's probably one of the best in one championship and the whole world. If they offered you somebody else, if they decided to do John Lineker and Fabricio and they offered you another fight, you mentioned the Filipino Stephen Loman, would you take
Stephen
another
Love,
fight?
do you know what? 100%. You know what I mean? Like I have to again, I have to wait what they want.
Hmm.
Because maybe they want it. For me, right now, you ask me, Bibiano, do you want to defend the belt again? I will go question for myself is I defend the belt many years,
Hmm.
a lot. I want to see how the next champion can keep it going. You know what I mean? How many times they can defend the belt. You know what I mean? But for sure, whatever the guy wanted me fight next, I'll be there waiting for my next fight. 100%.
What if they say they want you to fight Kevin Bellingham again?
I have to. You know what I mean? That's what I say. For this, we you can know we I try to understand the one championship, but sometimes it's very difficult. You know what I mean? Because I hold the belt and he pushed me hold for a couple of years. Now bring me back. I defend the belt. For this, you never know what the guy wants. You
Hmm.
never know. Like you never understand. Okay, maybe they want me fight. We don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Do you have a time frame that you'd like to fight again? Any particular time?
Do you know? If you because what happened right now, I make my BF Mr. Cage fish
Hmm.
show in Manaus, in my city, Manaus. But I already have two more city people contact me. Bibiano, I want to make the show in this another province, like Belo Horizonte, far away from here, like 3 hours fly, 4 hours
Hmm.
fly. And the people were asking me, I want to make a show in my city. Another city asked me too, Juruá. Hey, I want to make a show in my city too. For this, did Russia go? So much opportunity, you know what I mean? And the people see because the people see the way I speak, you know what I mean? Like the way I give the truth, I speak, I tell for the people, the opportunity is there, but we can like for this, I don't know. For now, what kind of direction I go, I have to wait. But if you want championship, you want to give me the fight by August, I'll be there fight. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Hmm.
John, Demetrious Johnson go fight with Adriano Morales. If you want to fight same day, I mean,
Well, that leads perfectly into my next question, baby. I was just going to ask you about that fight, the Demetrious Johnson fight. It was just announced. First of all, I mean, how do you think he'll do in that rematch?
I think he will be more precaution. I think he will begin to try use his wrestling more, in my opinion. He will try use his wrestling more, but Adriano is very big, you know what I mean? Big guy for his weight class. Very big for his weight class. But I think it will be very good fight.
Hmm. You and BB, of course, or you and DJ, sorry, of course, have trained so much together over the years. Now, I know it was a little bit difficult during the pandemic to get across the border and whatnot, but will you be able to help him at all in this rematch?
Do you know crazy is Adriano Morales say, BB, don't help GJ. He said, don't help GJ. Don't go there help here, you know what I mean? Because he don't compete. Adriano say for me, I say, fuck, DJ is still my brother, you know what I mean? I care about him, but I don't know, maybe I will come and help GJ.
Hmm. So are you close with Adriano as well? You two know each other fairly well.
Do you know why Brazilians always we talk? Doesn't
Hmm.
matter. We like if you Brazilian fighter, we don't have the we don't fight with each other. You know what I mean? Like we always respect each other. You know what I mean? Here, always respect everybody. You good fighter, I know you good fighter. You know good fighter. We know you know good fighter. So for this in Brazil, you don't have the. I think it's because the culture, right? I think it's because the culture, people don't. But we want to fight. Okay, you let go fight. Yes, let's fight. It's done. Finish. We out. Same me with the
Hmm.
John Lineker. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Same. We always good. We
Hmm.
know if somebody good. We know if somebody bad.
Right, right. Well, back to you. You mentioned that there's already invitations to bring Mr. Cage to other cities in Brazil. It sounds like this could keep you very busy. Now, what I'm understanding here is that you don't really need to fight anymore. You know, you have other opportunities on the go. So this is really just fighting now is for you just about enjoying it, right? You're just doing it for fun.
Do you know what? Fight for me is for fun,
Hmm.
and I always tell for myself for a long time ago. I'll say I'll go keep defending my belt until the time is coming. I'm I'm 42 years old. I especially the weight small weight class is very hard for you keep the belt for long. The weight small weight class is very difficult. You know what I mean? For you hold the belt for 8 times, 10 times. It's very difficult. But what I did, it was something incredible. You know what I mean? And I'm proud for myself. But at the same time, I said, you know what? I'll keep doing this, but I'll in the future, when the future comes for me, I'll do something different, and I will give opportunity for people again. I will give opportunity for people go there and fight. But the platform I try to do it is for somebody getting confidence with yourself. Because what I try to say, I don't want somebody fight, win, lose. Constant winner, that's I did. But for me, constant winner, I was locked because was locked because one championship was there for me, and I keep doing my job. I win, and I was very determined. I really want to defend my belt. By this point right now, I have 1,000 things in my mind now.
You're a
Fight
busy guy.
is Fight is good. Yes, it's beautiful. I love the fight. But I come to a point in my life now, I have to make what kind of decision I want for my future.
Hmm.
Because my body sometimes, my body is no young anymore. I need to understand that. For this is the way I take care of my body, the way I take care of my mind. And a lot of people need to be beyond too. Like I'm in Brazil here. I have to speak motivation for kids, and it is in Brazil is não same in Canada. The Canada in Canada you don't see a lot of people in the street. In Canada you is different there. You know what I mean? The idea I think we in idea was you more event. You know what I mean? And the people still need your help here.
Really admirable what you're doing down there. It's amazing. You mentioned a moment ago that you are 42 years old now, and your fight with John was so competitive. But after the fact, some people were saying that maybe age is catching up with Bibiano. I believe Chattery was one of the people that suggested that maybe that's happening. Does that bother you at all? I mean, how do you feel? Do you feel like that's happening?
I think people always go see something. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? People always chat say something like that. I don't know what you try to do. You know what I mean? Like, but for I would never like today I'm promotion some fight. I would never go say, hey, you old. You know what I mean? Like, chat can say whatever you want to say. You know what I mean? He the boys. He's whatever you want to say. But for me is I always respect. You know what I mean? That it's and the look at Randy Couture. He's 47. He still compete. Everything is about motivation. Everything's life is about motivation. Everything in life is about motivation. And if it's still motivation, I still go compete forever. You know what I mean? But if I'm no motivation, why I go compare? Everything in life is about motivation. And they might say, I don't know, try to say whatever you want. He's the boss for one championship. I agree with it here. No, I disagree with it here because life is about motivation. It's not about the age. It's about how motivation you are for doing something in your life. Some people wake every day, do the same thing for 30, 40 years because they motivation itself. They want something. They have a goal. But the goal alone too is one again, same you said, one championship is not my belt, it's one championship belt, you know what I mean? And I give the back for that.
Last time I spoke to you and we talked about your fighting future and potential retirement and stuff, you mentioned that you'll know when it's time. You'll listen to your body and your mind and you'll know when it's time. So, I mean, how are you feeling now when you look ahead? How much longer do you think you want to fight for?
I don't think again, everything's about motivation, right? If everything's life is about motivation. If my motivation is there, I can keep it forever. But my motivation not there, I said, you know what, man, thanks so much. I'm good. But my motivation is still here. For sure, people say something like some people promotion always will say something for the athlete, right? But my motivation is still here, and I wait for see. I believe I still can fight for a couple of years more. But again, life is about motivation, but I still have my goal too. My goals is my goal. If quite direction I want to go for life, I have to make a decision. I still have kids. My kids still need me. You know what I mean? For this, you have to be careful what kind of direction you go here.
I know you have big goals outside of the cage now with this new promotion that you're working on. There's a lot of exciting things going on for you. But just speaking strictly with your career in MMA, what are your remaining goals as an athlete?
I think I complete my goal. With athlete in jiu-jitsu MMA, I complete. I play the game, I end the game, I play again, I end the game, I play again. Now I'm at this point. I reset the game like 3, 4 times already.
Yeah, I think that's very fair to say, and I think most people would agree that you're one of the best bantamweights of all time. I mean, you've established that. What do you think your legacy is?
Oh fuck, I'm the best bantamweight for sure. I am. You know what I mean? That's not a question. You know what I mean? Because I'm a very humble person, and you see, I like people say, like I like people talk about me. I don't like say, oh, I'm the best, I'm this, I'm that. But when you put the paper, 100%. I win dream, bantamweight, featherweight. I win. I defend my belt when I come to dream. I already come champion for one championship. And the constant keep training, constant winner. And my dedication was there, 100% was there. For this, if you ask me, do you believe I'm the best bantamweight on the planet? I say yes, 100%. I don't question about that. Like let you go say I have top 5 bantamweight in the planet. I will say I'm this one. I'm there.
It's
You know what I mean?
hard to argue with, Bibi. You've accomplished so much. I love chatting with you because we always have such great conversations. They always go a little bit long. It's already 25 minutes almost here, so we can wrap it up. But any message for your fans before I let you go?
Do you know why? For my fans, Bibiano play like this way. Stay positive, move forward. Difficult life always go happy, my friend. Life is not always one straight. It's no straight line. It's ups and down. You know what I mean? Someday you're gonna go feel good. Someday you go feel great. Someday you're sad. Someday you're happy. But again, life is about motivation. If you motivate yourself, you have good mindset. You have good goal. Keep it going, my friend. You go get it where and make sure your goal is bigger because make sure your goal is big because if your goal is bigger, nothing little thing will stop you. That's my message for my fans and the people follow me. And thank you guys because you guys make who I am today.
That's beautiful, man. And I know I said that was the last question, but one more thing. You've got your fights coming up this weekend, right?
This Friday, yes.
Okay, and
This Friday is in Manaus.
and how can people in Brazil watch it?
Okay, in Brazil, people go watch, but I go have a website. I'll go post this for you later. I will give it to you, my guys. And this is another people working for me. I don't know how, but I will give you the link for you guys later. I don't know how to do this. This kind of information I don't have. It is another person working because what happened. That's another thing I learned too. Bibiano is here, but I have 6 people work for me here. For this, one have the website, one have the media, one have always somebody have something, you know what I mean? But I will, if you go in my Instagram, I will have information, everything for you guys there already. But you can watch the fight, and if you're in Brazil, you can watch. But I have to find a way to give the link for you guys to watch later.
Okay, awesome. Well, stay tuned to Bibby's Instagram account for that information. Bibby, it's such a pleasure, man, to chat with you. And I thank you so much for agreeing to do it on such short notice. This guy agreed to talk to me on about 5-10 minutes notice. So
Do you
much appreciated.
do you kill me again? That's my job. You know what I mean? That's Bibiano. Whatever I can do for give the message, for help, for motivation, for inspiring, I'll be here to anytime you want.
What a guy.